Okay guys, I don't know how I managed to get these to spin on my magnetic spinner right here, but Adidas basketball is back and better than ever. Yo guys, what is good? Zakaragi back at it again for another episode of Toilet Reviews. We'll be going over the Adidas Harden Volume 8 in the Pioneer colorway. So these guys got some pretty big shoes to fill, no pun intended, being that the Harden Volume 7 is one of the best hoop shoes of 2023. So without further ado, let's get straight into this review. So this Pioneer colorway, I believe, is a shout out to the Harden Volume 1, which had the exact same colorway and color scheme as the Harden Volume 8 here. Now, these are going to cost you $160 US or 210 Canadian, which is on the pricier side of things, I'm not gonna lie. And the shoes do come with a regular Adidas box with no Harden logo on it, which I'm a little surprised about because why wouldn't you want to put your own logo on the box for your signature shoes? But I'm guessing it's kind of drawing on a theme here because the shoes themselves don't really have much branding, so why does the box need any more branding than the shoes, right? But much like the Harden Volume 7, the Volume 8s have a pretty unique and standout design that really isn't for everyone, but me personally, I do like it and really appreciate how different it is from every other shoe on the market. And the Adidas design team deserves a pay raise for sure because they've been putting out banger after banger after banger with all the shoes they've been putting out from their basketball collection lately, and I love the resurgence of the popularity Adidas has within the basketball community again. Just feels like the good old days because now the market isn't so heavily dominated by one specific brand. Everyone from every brand is putting out some great stuff, and it makes it hard for us consumers to pick what shoe to get in the market these days, and it's just great to see. But getting more into the shoes now, the traction pattern is very similar to the Harden Volume 7s, so we still have a mixture of herringbone and radial patterns, and we have this repeated JH pattern as well on the shoes, and my favorite detail about the outsole is these 3 stripes that go upwards to the midsole. And I have had the opportunity to try these out on court the past couple days, and so far the traction performance hasn't been the most impressive. I do feel like the Harden Volume 7 was much better right out the box, but I have heard that the Volume 8s do need some break-in time in order for it to get better, so we'll see how it progresses and see if it gets any better the more that I wear them, and I'll keep you guys posted. So, moving on to cushioning, we have full-length Jet Boost foam within the shoes, and it's caged within an EVA foam carrier, and it doesn't quite feel like what the AE1s feel like, which is what I was hoping for, being that it's the exact same cushioning setup, because the Harden Volume 8s just feel more firm feeling and almost feels like the cushion is dead almost. Like I'm not really getting a bouncy and responsive feeling on foot from these like I got from the AE1, so I'm a little disappointed by that, but don't get me wrong, these still do feel comfortable while hooping, just not as good as the AE1 or even the Harden Volume 7, and the reason I feel like that this cushioning setup just didn't live up to my expectation is because of how the Jet Boost is caged within this midsole right here and really isn't given the opportunity to compress and expand and be able to be bouncy and responsive like Jet Boost is known to be with the AE1. And the best part of the shoe where you get the most feeling of the boost would have to be in this heel area right here, where we actually do have this larger cutout where the Jet Boost is exposed and is able to compress and expand in the most way possible right there. And I will say that when you go towards the forefoot area, there is less boost because you get a lot more court feel with that part of the shoe, so just keep that in mind as well. But the shoes also do come with this really sort of cheap insole right here. This is probably the standard insole that most Adidas shoes come with. I know the AE1 came with this exact same insole, and I'm going to assume that the Donovan Mitchell shoes also come with the same insole as well. Now moving along to the materials, and it's definitely the most interesting part about the shoes. So let's start with the most noticeable aspect, which has to be these 2 massive EVA foam side panels, which are actually part of the midsole, and these things go along the entire shoe. And then under After that, we do have a textile inner booty, which is the exact same as the Harden Volume 7, and then we have a very nice and premium leather on the toe box area. And continuing off of last year, Adidas is giving us great materials with the Harden Volume 8s here, and they look good and they feel good for the most part. I do have one complaint that has to do with some of the stitching within the inner booty, like right around this area, as well as this area right here. So on both sides, it just feels like they're digging into my ankles, and it does feel a little bit painful. Maybe I need to wear a thicker pair of socks, I don't know. We'll see if this feeling goes away the more that I wear these, but one thing that really surprised me about the materials would have to be how this foam pieces right here, they don't feel restrictive at all. They kind of move well with the foot. Obviously, they still do need some break-in time, but I was really pleasantly surprised with just the overall setup of these. I wasn't really confident in them at first, but I'm happy with it honestly. But moving along to sizing and fit, it's the exact same as the Harden Volume 7, so whatever size you wore in those shoes, get the same for the Harden Volume 8s. But if you haven't tried either shoe before, going true to size will work best. Just be sure to try them on in store first. But overall guys, I'm not too impressed with the Harden Volume 8 so far. I'm hoping they get better with more wear, so we'll see. So stay tuned for my performance review. I'll have it out soon, and make sure you subscribe so you guys don't miss out on that. But comment down below and let me know what you think about these shoes. Are they better than the Harden Volume 7s, or are they worse than the Harden Volume 7s? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you guys have made it this far into the video so far and you are a returning subscriber and you're wondering why the hell I'm so dark right now, it's because I actually just went on vacation, so I got really tanned and sunburnt, and that's the reason why. But we're at that point of the video now. It's time for hashtag Zacharagi, what you rockin'. So for today, I got the Skechers SKX Risa Grip right here. I did do a performance review for these, so make sure you guys go check that out on my channel. But that is it for today, guys. I appreciate all of you for watching. I'm signing out. Peace.